Alright. We got it working. I didn't know if it would boot up right away. I was a little worried that I wouldn't, but we got Soul Edge here. This is the first in the Soul Calibur line. This is the PS1 port. 99% sure this was an arcade game, before, but I never saw it. Probably one of them Japanese only things. I do not remember this intro video. I played this game a bit too. Because I think I had played Soul Calibur 2 so much that I kind of wanted to play like another game like it, but that wasn't it. And so this was kind of like the closest thing. I didn't have a Dreamcast, so I couldn't play Soul Calibur 1. And, obviously there wasn't Soul Calibur 3 out since Soul Calibur 2 had been out only for about a year or two. I was going to say, they sure do show Cassandra nude a lot, but I guess she was wearing a towel or something. Ah! You thought it was Cervantes, but no, it was a skeleton. Alright. Oh, they call it Soul Blade. I think the original name for this game is Soul Edge, though. Unless there's another one. Hold on. Is there a Soul Blade? Let me see. No, I'm not sure. Oh, there is a Soul Blade, but it's got 0 followers. Oh, that's not great. Shaxon, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I'm just going to do retro for this. We'll just do that. Welcome in. How you doing? I think you were playing some Death Stranding earlier. Let me get you a shout out here. Give me just a sec. I remember the soundtrack to this game being amazing. I loved it. I loved it so. Welcome in, guys. We are starting up some Soul Edge or Soul Blade or whatever the hell the name of this game is. We just finished up Soul Calibur 3's Chronicles of the Sword mode, which I had never done before. It was kind of brutal. And I know why I didn't do it, because it was too hard. We had to cheese the hell out of it by the end, but we managed to get through it. Little Death Stranding Director's Cut. I've been thinking about booting that up myself, but the second one comes out so soon, I don't even know if I want to get into it. Never tried Soul Edge. Big fan of 2, though. 2 was, we were just talking about that. 2 is a great game. We tried, have you ever played 3? 3, I think, is even better. 3 has some really nice game modes. But, it was exclusive to the PS2, so it had the unfortunate exclusivity that made it not quite as widely tried. Although it was PlayStation 2, I feel like there was a lot of PS2 owners. Alright, here we go. I don't know what any of these are. I guess let's just try arcade mode. Oh, you gotta press circle to confirm. Look at that.
To the stage of history.
Look at all the characters. They got your classics. Mitsurugi, you got Siegfried, Sungmina, old Li Long. How could we forget him? Everybody else was a known character. I don't know that this guy's come back too often. I guess he was proto-Maxi. Valdo's here. Cervantes. Yeah, Huang. I know he's come back sometimes. Rock. Taki. Sophitia. Oh, it's Sophitia. I keep calling her Cassandra. Cassandra was the one that came in on 2. You had 3, but 2 came out at the time. You had to be playing a whole lot. Okay, I got you. 2 came at a time that had you playing a whole lot. I got you. I played a ton of 2. I do think I played more of 3, though. Just because of the multiple game modes, Chronicles of the Sword mode, the arcade mode that wasn't arcade, the arcade mode that was kind of expanded with little story bits, character creation. Boy, I had a lot of fun with friends playing the game with created characters. For me, it's always been Sungmina. What about you? Soul Calibur 2, I really liked Nightmare. I used Nightmare most. I'd say I was probably a Nightmare main when I did Soul Calibur 2, and then I started trying different characters, and I ended up liking Sungmina a lot. and I ended up sticking with her, I think, for every other game. We'll see how good or bad she is here. Ivy, okay. I was just saying, I cannot wrap my head around Ivy's kit. She has like the multiple different sword modes, and they end up like confusing me. I will say that when I did Chronicles of the Sword mode, Ivy's sword, I wasn't using an Ivy per se, but like her kit was applicable to like one of the creative characters, and it ended up saving me big time. I don't think I would have been able to do that one fight without it.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Sony.
It's kind of an anticlimactic win. But we were talking about the merits of fighting games earlier, and what I prefer in a fighter. I like characters that have quick and rapid attacks, but they don't need to be the fastest. What I like is lots of combos, rapid attacks if possible, but more importantly, I like reach. Ivy would definitely be a candidate for reach, because her whip and everything, she can reach all over the map. You just have to know specifically what her moves are going to be, otherwise it's going to be a hard thing to get a hold of. I was starting to figure it out in that one match I did. But I think that's why Nightmare kind of appealed to me back in the day, because he had that big-ass sword. Ooh, look at that. That's crazy. What's that? But then eventually I found Sung Mina, and she had the quicker attacks, so I ended up sticking with her, I think, more often. Probably. I would say she probably either is or she's up there.
With the victory of Sony, you win. Battle 2, fight.
And this feels so retrograde. This feels like Tekken, honestly. Like, I remember Tekken playing a lot like this. It has that weird, almost sort of sluggishness to it, but it's still quick. It feels like I got an anchor strapped to me, though.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Sony.
That is such a brutal, like, grab. Guess it's supposed to be. I gotta go through some of the characters, though. After playing Soul Calibur 3, it was a viewer request that we had. So, you know, it probably wouldn't have been in my itinerary otherwise. But after having checked it out, I got in the mood for some more Soul Calibur, so I ended up buying the ones that I don't own. And I think I might take a look at some of the ones on stream here, so... I'll probably end up trying different characters. I'll definitely do like I'm doing here, where I'll play Sung Mina or something for like one arcade round or something, but I might end up going through and doing a couple other characters. Maybe I'll give Ivy a try or something. There's some new characters that I know are in the series that I have not had a good opportunity to check out before because they just weren't available in the ones that I played regularly. So there's some characters like that Hilda girl. She seems sort of neat. See ya in hell, Taki. Thank you, Best Frumpy. I appreciate the lurk. Li Long. Oh, he's got the raft stage. The raft stage seems to be like a staple. It always seems to make its way into a number of Soul Calibur games. Animations are nice and smooth, though. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is great. I've said that already, but like getting to re-experience it again.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Sony. Battle 2, fight.
It'll probably change by the time we get to like round 7 or 8 or something, whatever the last ones are going to be, but I feel like I'm familiar with Sung Mina's kit more than some of the other characters. Probably. Not that I've tried any of the other ones since we started, since this is our first one, but...
The grueling battle ended with the victory of you win.
I just feel like I'm used to her. She hasn't changed a whole lot through the course of the series, which I guess is good.
Battle 1, fight.
Baldo's always been weird. Let's see if he does that like backbend shit. Woo. Listen to this track. This track's so bombastic.
Knockout. The grueling battle ended with the victory of Sony. You win. Battle 2. Fight.
I might have to take a look at the soundtrack. It might become part of my work playlist. Oh Jesus! I need to have like music I can jam out to that's got a good rhythm to it when I do commissions. Some of this is sounding like it'd be right up my alley.
Battle 1. Fight.
Ugh. Oh no. This might be my first loss. Oh! Get up. No! Shit.
Battle 2. Fight.
Alright, we lost the round, but we didn't lose the fight. Oh, damn. Ooh. Just kept getting worse. The grabs aren't as easy to execute in this one. They have to be really close. And the run operates a little bit differently. Hey, what's up, Munchie? Welcome in. Got it all on UHF.
Battle 1. Fight.
Channel 7 was disputed. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice. Back spinning kick.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, don't get penisy. I don't want to get cocky yet. Woo! I gotta make use of the running a little bit better, though. You have to double tap in order to run, which I'm not used to. With Soul Calibur 3, which we've been playing, we just had to hold a direction and go running in whatever direction it was. People are so used to working to their working channels, 1, 3, 10, and 12. Oh, Siegfried. See, he was cool in this one because he wore the full suit of armor. Growing up, I never had a channel 1. Channel 2 was Fox. Channel 4 was NBC. Channel 5 was PBS. Channel 7 was ABC. And Channel 13 was CBS. That's all I remember. Oh, we ended up getting 50, which was UPN. And then 19, I think it was. 19 was WB. That's all I cared to familiarize myself with. There was also things like Telemundo and I don't remember. There was like some Christian channel or something that was like on a weird one, like channel 14. I always skipped it. Oh, Rock's theme. I remember Rock's theme. I just want to listen to it. This is the one I learned to play on piano. Or keyboard. No, I just want to listen to your theme. It's so good. This is the one that I remember. I could probably like hum all the notes. Probably because I learned the damn song. But this is the one I always recall. Like I knew the soundtrack was good, but I didn't know which one this one was. Or well, I knew which one, like the tone for this one, all the notes and everything.
The grueling battle and you lose. Challenge. Battle 1.
Yeah, we'll do it again. That grass don't look as great when you watch it from the top. For a long time, I think I gaslit myself into thinking this was Sung Mina's theme. was like, oh, Sungmina's my favorite character, so she must have the best theme. But I don't even remember if I know what Sungmina's theme is. I had listened to it too, because we fought her earlier. Whoa, okay. I didn't expect that. Okay, so I guess you can't, like, change... You must be able to. Like, you go left or right or something? I don't know what it is. But pressing up just jumps up. Which, hey, I guess that works. Can he make a comeback? He cannot. Channel 9 was PBS out west, and they merged with the Knowledge Network, which was 11. The Knowledge Network? I never had that one. I live in the southwest U.S. Are you up in... You're up in Canada, Munchie? I forget. Yeah, I didn't have cable TV until I was, like, in my teens. So it was all basic for me up until, like, age 13 or something. And by that point, I never even memorized the channels, so I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll just cycle through them. The old Radiotrons. Avoided cable for a while, listen to vinyl. Well, that's fun, too. I had one of those old TVs where you had to pop out the button to, like, turn it on. And then you, it didn't take a remote. I don't even think I had, like, infrared. You had to, like, manually switch an analog to go through the channels. Which, fortunately, back in the day with BASIC, there wasn't a ton, but it was a pain in the ass. I played this game on that TV. I played this game on that TV, and oh, his weapon's gone. Whoa! I didn't know you could do that. That's crazy. I must have forgotten anyway. I played this game. I played other fighting games too. I played X-Men, some X-Men game.
You will battle one. Fight.
Whoa! Okay, that was weird. That didn't even look like a grab. This Toshinden. There's another one. There's a unique 3D fighter. I think it's called... I own it too. I own the second one anyway. But I haven't played it in a minute. It was... I think it's called Soul of Samurai. It's a very unique 3D weapon fighter, though. It doesn't operate like a traditional fighting game. Can't fight in real life. I tried to avoid fights. If at all possible. Ah, El Cervantes. Oh, Cervantes theme I also remember learning a portion of. I didn't learn the entire theme, but I learned the main melody, this part. No! It was a weird stage, though. Kicked ass in the kitchen, past tense. Well, at least he did at some point. Oh, my Wednesday was okay. It's a little tiring. Got a little work done, though, and managed to get some stuff done on stream, too, so that's always nice. Stay good and productive. We beat Soul Calibur 3's Chronicles of the Sword mode, which was very difficult. But I did have some people helping, so... Yeah, old Cervantes kicking my ass. I think he's the last fight, though. He's also the holder of Soul Edge in this first game. Try and play it, but you end up getting turned on by the characters. Old Taki, if you remember her, she does. I mean, she's in this game, but by Soul Calibur 2, she's the one that had the, like, you could see everything. Her top was pretty much see-through. I mean, outline-wise, you couldn't, like, see coloration or anything. Oh, he's got that move. Shit. He's got the weird little diving move. That's scary. Oh shit, we got a perfect on him. Took a few tries, but we got it. He's coming back. He's gonna be a skeleton man. Teenager's gonna look at Moss and it turns him on. Maybe so. Ah, Soul Edge. Well, I don't know if the music was supposed to do that or not. Sounded awkward though. Oh no. Does he have Cervantes' kit? Can't tell if his moves are the same or not. Ugh. Just got made a chump. Oh, okay, you can move down. Like if you double tap down here, look at that. So I was able to avoid his attack. Okay, I didn't avoid that one, but I was able to avoid that first one because I was able to move down to the side. But you can't go up, so it's not an all direction type of thing. Kind of interesting for a 3D fighter though. He does that spinning move without even any sort of wind up. At least with Cervantes, it looked like he had a little wind up with it. Keep it in your pants. Perhaps, perhaps. Oh, they'd never be able to get away with that. A Western game, a Western US release, or a North American release with ding-dongs. I don't even think you'd see a bulge. He is slightly naked though, like he's got, like he's made of fire, so not really, but he's got, you know, no pants. But yeah, at least you don't see like an outline or anything. Well, it's hard finding, he's got an answer for everything. We thought, what's it? Abyss was bad. This guy's even worse. Okay, we got a ring out, so that's good.
You win. Final battle. Fight.
Two ring outs. Oh man, that's the only way I was able to do it.
You win.
Nice. Hey, we beat arcade mode. That's good. I liked Soul Calibur more than Tekken. I thought it was more fun. But Tekken is the better made game. Although Tekken, depending on which Tekken you're talking about, like the original Tekken, I thought compared to this, I think this one's actually might be a little bit better. I feel like this game's a little more polished than the first Tekken. Tekken 2, I never played that much. Tekken 3 was the big one. Tekken 3 was the one that everybody had. You basically saw like Tekken 3 in like everybody's collection that had a PS1 at the time. Tekken 3 had some fun stuff in it though. It had some weird unlocked characters. Like that little dinosaur. If I went to the video game store and played Tekken next to this, which one would I pay money for? Probably this one. I like weapon fighting also more so than hand-to-hand combat. Tekken, eventually I ended up liking a little bit more. I think by the time 5 came out, I think I started digging Tekken a little bit more. But the first 2 I didn't like all that much. 3 was better, but I still didn't care for it as much. I don't even know if I remember 4. That was the first one. I think that was on 6th gen consoles. And then 5 was kind of like the middle child. That was like the first one. That was like I think that was the last one on 6th gen consoles. That was the last one that was out on the PS2, I'm pretty sure. Right before 6 came out. Now what are we up to, 8? I played the hell out of 6. 6 was a big one. And then I played a bit of 7. I didn't play as much, I think, compared to 6. And then 8 I haven't picked up yet. But I don't tend to get fighting games new anymore unless there's a strong incentive. If there's like a good single player mechanic, which I think Tekken 8 maybe has, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. I'm like, I'll get it later. You know, PS1 emulator, but it keeps crashing every time you turn on the controller. Really? That's weird. Might be something to do with the drivers. I want to see about updating them if you have controller drivers. Might be trying to override something there.
The legend will never die.
Tekken has a lot of room for combos, which I like. The only thing about that, though, is if you want to get, like, really good, you can't, like, experiment with a lot of the characters. So, in a way, I mean, I like the detailed efforts to, like, make each character kind of feel unique, but at the same time, it's like, I always felt like with Tekken, I could never really branch out and do multiple different characters. I always kind of felt like I'm mostly just going to stick with, like, Lily. Alright, let's see. Who should we try? I'm curious about, like, the really weird ones like Waldo. Although, we gotta do one of these losers. Like Li Long. Yeah, let's do... Oh, no. Not that. Damn it. I wanted to do his weird bald look.
Battle 1. Fight.
Not arcade material? I don't know why you'd say that, because they all started as arcade games. This was an arcade game, Tekken was an arcade game, Street Fighter. They were all arcade games first. Tekken's an arcade game. Tekken started as an arcade game. It was the only one aside from Virtua Fighter that was a 3D. I remember playing it at the arcade. I don't think my mom liked it very much because she didn't like violent games, but...
Welcome to the stage of...
I remember picking the bear because I thought it was funny. There we go. Okay. I mean, I was playing it in Southwest America, so there were no Japanese or Koreans around. But yeah, I get the idea. All right, see ya, Huang.
Battle ended with the victory of Li Long. You win. Battle 2. Fight.
Nunchaku, such a cool weapon. But I always feel like I never excel at the characters that use nunchucks. Just because you have to be so close to the character. We were talking about it before, but yeah, I tend to prefer characters that got range to them. And it's like when you do nunchucks, it's like you gotta be like right up to somebody.
ended with the victory of Li Long. You win. Battle 2. Fight.
For a while, they moved on. North Americans left to struggle with what was cool at the time.
You win.
I'm not sure what you mean by that. Manuals and go-to. I mean, the North American fighting scene was pretty big. I mean, Evo was starting to get like really big in the early 2000s. I like Siegfried's level because I like the little castle and the whatever those are. I was going to call them ballistas, but it's not that. I guess they're just catapults.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Li
It's got a weird theme too. It's got like vocals in it.
Battle 2. Fight.
I tell you what was a bad 3D fighter on the PS1. Star Wars Masters of Terrascasi. God, that was a bad game. Poorly optimized too. Like, this feels so rapid. And I didn't think it would be. I thought that it would be sluggish. There is a certain modicum to it feeling kind of like slow. Because I was talking about it. Boy, it feels like I got an anchor strapped to me. But that's because the characters don't move fast when you hold down the move button. They just go like a single step at a time. You have to like double tap if you want to move faster. But it moves pretty quick. Masters of Terrascasi was like a completely different story. That game was so sluggish. Oh, she caught me. Caught her. Gave her the old DDT. Ah! See ya.
The grueling battle ended with the victory. You win. Battle 2. Fight.
Donk. I try to see the positives with most things. Sometimes there are none, though. I did have fun with Masters of Terrascasi to an extent, though. I mean, it was kind of cool in some regards to see some Star Wars characters like in a fighting game context, but it also didn't make any sense, especially when they were using like lightsabers. They basically just turned them into glorified batons.
Battle 1. Fight.
Ooh, caught me. And that kind of sucks. You can't do like a downward sweeping attack when they're down to hit them again. Because that's kind of like a staple in the later games. Like if somebody's taking too long to get up, you could just like kind of like motivate them to get up quicker by giving them a little slap. See, like had I done that move in a later one, I would have been able to hit him. Oh, I can't believe he got me. Look how much health he has.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, Voldo's a crazy character. Anybody that can master him, I had appreciation for, but I certainly didn't like playing as him or fighting him. He's like the character from Eternal Champions. Which one's that? No, but which is the character from Eternal Champions? Can't grab him when he's facing down. Ooh, got him. Okay, good. The sneaky one, okay. That's a good stage theme, too. I like Voldo's stage theme.
Battle 1. Fight.
How'd he hit me there? Li Long has got some good sweeping moves, so it's like fun to sidestep and then do a sweeping attack because you can actually hit it. If if I was playing as Sungmina, I think most of her attacks just kind of go directly in front of her, so it's harder to hit.
Battle 2. Fight.
Same deal, hand blades. I got you. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I tried to get him. Oh, close. I was trying to find a way where I could possibly get him. Alright, so we're doing a little bit worse than I was with Sungmina because I didn't die with Sungmina until the very end. Or at least until the Cervantes fight. But I feel like this character is pretty cool. I do like being able to combo his attacks. Get out of here.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Lilong. You win. Battle 2.
Oh, console wars are not over, my friend. They still very much exist. Yeah, the old rivalry with Nintendo. The names have changed, but the spirit is still there. There's a lot of people that'll fight tooth and nail for their favorite platform. Tribalism is something that I don't think will ever go away, regardless of what the context is that you're putting it into.
Win.
Oh, brunette Sophitia. Interesting.
Battle 1. Fight.
Kind of looks like Xena. Warrior Princess. I'm sure I would like them both. I've been trying to get into more Sega games. I definitely was more of a Nintendo kid back in the day because Nintendo was what I had. Super Nintendo, that is. Back when they were, you know, had the biggest rivalry, I feel like was back when, you know, it was the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Those were the two. And, you know, I was not a rich kid by any means. I was very, very poor, in fact. And so I just had the one console. I couldn't get two. I couldn't get the Sega Genesis. Always got my games used for the Super NES. So I barely had ones that came with instruction manuals or anything. I always had to figure it out on my own. But Sega Genesis, I never got to play. The first time I played it, I think I was at my cousin's house in Louisiana. And he had Sonic the Hedgehog, and I thought, boy, this is a weird looking Super Nintendo. It's only got like 3 buttons. I didn't even know what it was. Oh, I got you. I got your ass. Yeah, she just got to give up.
Battle 1. Fight.
Yeah, Atari was very expensive. That kind of led to the video game crash because of how expensive Atari games were in their range, and then just the console itself was pricey. I don't think I knew anybody with ColecoVision though, but that was a little bit before my time. The height of game playing for me was definitely, like, when I noticed it as a kid, was definitely Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Those are the 2 big consoles. And that was the most heated I had seen console wars at the time. There were people that lived and died by, you know, their favorite brand. I didn't know Taki still had the skin-tight outfit in this one.
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh, got stabbed in the neck. Woo. A nice little kick there. Oh, shit. Actually, if she didn't switch her arm on that one, I would have been able to skirt by it. This is what I tried to do. You can't stand near characters when they get up. Try to incorporate that myself into my moveset, but they always back away. NPC is too smart for me. Yeah, I didn't get a Nintendo until 1996. That was already when it was like a year until the N64 came out. Oh, I was blocking. Come on.
Battle 2. Fight.
Finally.
You win. Final battle. Fight.
Ultima 4. I actually own that now. I never played it when it released. I still haven't booted it up. Oh man, she feels like she could grab from a good distance away. I was getting set up for a good old kick on there. I almost had her. Ooh, nice. That's a grapple kick. I feel like not a whole lot of characters have that. Nice. Okay, first one's mine. That gives me some room to breathe. Took you a month to complete it? For me, that sounds like a lot. Or, I mean, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of time. Back when I used to play games, it took me months, if not years, to complete a lot of them.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Li Long.
Oh, Mitsurugi. I don't think we saw him last time. We're getting up there. This is a bit of a trial. Definitely hasn't been as easy as playing as Sung Mina, but... Oh yeah, poison areas in games, especially RPG type games, are always a pain in the ass. For some reason, Dark Souls loves them. Oh, damn. I didn't think he'd actually do it. Gotcha. First you don't succeed, try again.
Final battle. Fight.
Damn. And sometimes comboing into different moves feels so smooth. And it's like, I wish I could execute that for everything. Oh my god. It's crazy.
The battle ended with the victory of Mitsurugi. You lose. Will you challenge the enemy again?
Hold on, let me look at something real quick.
8.
Yes, I will.
Battle 1. Fight.
Hold that thought. No, wait. Hold that thought. Alright, this isn't going to go over so well. I tapped out of my window for a second. Yeah, it's funny how that works. Sometimes, like, game mechanics that you didn't really mind back in the day feel tedious, and I don't know if that's just because you get used to modern gaming standards or what. There's a lot of stuff from back in the day that I'd feel like I would put up with these days. One game in particular, Digimon World on PS1, I loved as a kid. It just captured this certain sense of exploration that I thought was fantastic. And I loved exploring, getting, you know, all the Digimon into the town and everything. Very, very fun. But it had the most tedious, like, combat and level up system I have ever seen in a video game before. And I would never, I don't think, play the game in its original form these days. I would do it via, like, an emulator. Holy shit, he wiped me with that. That's a big ass move. I would never do it without, like, save states or a way to speed up the video game, because it takes too long. I like the momentum in the stages too. There's like weird things that happen. Like in the previous stage with Taki, there's like the ghosts that fly around, the day to night cycle. With Mitsurugi's, it's like... Oh, when did he lose his sword? With Mitsurugi, it's like he, his stage got the little flags that pop out in the background. I should be winning this one. There we go.
Battle 2. Fight.
I think it just broke. I think he just guarded too much. There we go. Okay. I was wondering what that thing was, because I'm like, are there specialty moves you can do? But no, it's just like how much your weapon, like your weapon has a life bar too. That's kind of neat. None of the other ones, I don't think, incorporated that. I'm pretty sure like even Soul Calibur on Dreamcast didn't have that. That's what I should have been doing.
You win.
Should have been trying to target his weapons, or get enough damage into him that he ends up dropping them. Damn it. Grappled again. Every time he does that, I think he's going to do the charge move, but he doesn't. I hit him a couple times. I think he's got lifesteal on his. Nunchuck artists can't kick worth a crap. I don't know that I'd agree with that, considering Bruce Lee seemed to be pretty proficient with both. Ooh. This track got some weird nuances to it. Almost reminds me of like a John Williams type composition. Man, no, I'm no Bruce Lee. I don't know who is. Outside of Bruce Lee, and he's dead.
Battle 2. Fight.
I didn't sweep the leg, but I got a little reverse roundhouse kick.
Out of the way.
Oh.
You will battle 1. Fight.
At least I got him in a grapple. I don't know what it is about Sung Mina, but I mean, we've kind of struggled with him before too, but there's a lot of characters that I've had to repeat fights with old Li Long here. I don't know if it is strictly just because of like getting close to the character like that puts me at too much of a disadvantage. Yeah, that kind of applies here too. You say the rule of Street Fighter is you go low first. You could sort of do that here, but it doesn't work for like there. See? Hey, I actually got him. Nice. All right, we gotta fight Soul Edge. It's gonna be a mess.
Battle 1. Fight.
I think I only beat him last time because I got ring outs, and he doesn't have a proficient ring out attack. Oh, he's got that teleportation shit too. Actually, I'm thinking of a strategy I feel like I remember I used to employ here was trying to time him out. Because the rounds are relatively brief. I think they're like 30 seconds or something. So like if you could get damage on him and then keep away from him from the rest of it, you could like win rounds fairly easily. It's 40 seconds. I actually managed to knock him out there.
Win. Final battle. Fight.
Oh, I almost had it. Gotta respect how quick it is to get back into the match, though. They don't pussyfoot around with that. Oh, he had the same thing in mind. Both did those little sweep kicks.
You win. Battle 2. Fight.
I'll say he's a little bit cheap when it comes to like those downed moves. If he gets you down like that, he gets like a free hit in right after. It kind of sucks.
You final battle. Fight.
Shit. It's a more colorful Phantom Zone. It's slightly more entertaining than the Phantom Zone. Oh ho ho! Finally. Oh, he just fades away. I dig the stuff in the background that's like disintegrating, like all the houses and stuff. The little pirate ship in the background. It's like everything gets warped up, but then like collapses in on itself. No, Ling Long. Does this guy talk at all? Or does he just grunt? He doesn't say anything after he wins matches either. Okay. He can talk. I guess he's not mute. It's her, Chie.
あなたは今どこで何をしているんですか？あなたと一緒に暮らしたあの頃に戻りたい。もう二度と会えないのなら。
Nice plaid.
リュウさんの子が。リュウさん、どうかこの子を見守ってあげてください。
Maybe that's why we never saw him in any of the other games. I think he died. But I guess he managed to knock a girl up before he did. Okay, this one's not going to be nearly as good. But we had to retry it so many damn times. But oh yeah, I got second.
Will never die.
The legend will never die. Okay, there's other things. Team battle, I don't know about that. Practice mode, survival mode, time attack. I don't know what Edge Master is. What is this? Let's see. Sure. Data 1? Oh, never mind. Right, you gotta press circle to confirm. X goes back. It's old Japanese standards. Let's see, who do we want? I want to do Siegfried in his, oh no. I didn't know that triangle would, like, actually select it. I wanted him in his armor, but I wanted him in, like, the, you know, the silver armor. I guess this is an adventure mode? I didn't even realize this had this. I must have known it, but... Hold on. Let's back out real quick. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna back out. Because I want to see that armor. I pressed X again. Ugh. Actually, let's erase this, because we didn't do anything. Yes. So I guess square and triangle and circle all confirm. Okay. Let's see. By the history, a man becomes a soldier. Through the history, a soldier becomes a hero. Need a little more drop shadow on that. Can't see what most of the text says. Sometimes I get enough entertainment out of watching a game as opposed to like just playing it myself too. Old Siegfried. Okay. So, I guess I remember this because this explained a lot of his backstory. This game is how he turned into Nightmare. I don't even know if Siegfried or Nightmare was in Soul Calibur, but he came back by Soul Calibur 2. Ow. Still got that high kick. Ooh, that one was nice.
You win.
I never had such an easy victory.
Needs a touch more gore. I don't think you had a lot of... Like, Virtua Fighter maybe had a little bit of blood, and then you'd get bloodied portraits in, like, Street Fighter, but I don't remember that there was, like, a whole lot of blood effects or anything in any of these games. It wasn't until, like, really, Acclaim and Mortal Kombat came around that they really started getting real brutal with fighting games. No, I don't even think it was censored. I just don't think it was apparent. Japanese has higher standards when it comes to violent censorship than we do in the States or in North America. Yes, move down there. Read at your leisure. Okay. I do remember this mode, thinking about it, but it surprised me because I don't remember it being in this detail. But yeah, I do remember the point about like a lot of the story, because I remember that's how I found out of like what most of these characters did and who they were prior to like the big games, the more well-known ones. Oh. Last time she had a follow-up on that move where she does the neck crack. She did another one. I don't know if you could like execute multiple grabs in a row or what. God damn.
The grueling you lose.
I gotta do 3 in a row with that? Why do I need 3?
Versus Sophie. Fight.
Like the way they pronounce it. Sofitia. Yeah, she got the downward thing too. I need to figure out a move that I could do when a character's down like that, because they stay down for a second. But I can never like execute anything. Everything I try, it doesn't seem like it actually will affect them.
Sophie. Fight.
So essentially, I mean, this is the same as, you know, like a lot of the other single player modes, because it has like specific stage goals. I don't know if we have like stage hazards like we had with Chronicles of the Sword, for instance, but we got to do like 3 fights in a row with this. That's different. It's not your typical arcade thing. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Perfect, and I swept around behind him.
I never had such an easy victory.
Yeah, no kidding. Nightmare does that little kick too. Whoa, you could zoom in. Look at the Atlas sword. So that's all around baseline everything. This defense. This one's got a lot more defense, but not a lot of power. I might give this a try. The Grimblade. It's got a decent amount of damage. I try not to defend too often here. It seems like if you push the offensive, you usually do a little bit better. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to do. 3D fighting games were rough at first. I feel like this game, Soul Edge in particular, was in the time period where they were starting to get more solidified. This was definitely after like the first Tekken, for instance. But yeah, like the earliest 3D fighters would have been stuff like Virtua Fighter, and you know, I remember playing those in the arcade game, and they never felt quite as fluid or anything. Like back then, I used to prefer to play the 2D fighters because they were just easier to play. But eventually, the 3D fighters, once the technology started getting there, it started becoming more palatable. And then these days, I prefer 3D fighters. Like, I prefer to play a Tekken than I do to prefer a Tekken or a Soul Calibur than a Street Fighter game. Which I was talking about before, but yeah, to reiterate, like, I can't keep up with people playing 2D fighters these days. But for whatever reason, with 3D fighters, I can kind of hold my own.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win.
You win.
Sonmina. Fight.
Man, it sucks. They only need to get 1 win on you, and you got to get 4 in a row. I'll give it another try.
Versus Mitsurugi. Fight.
Honestly, back in the arcade days, I don't remember fighting all that many, like playing against all that many people locally. I feel like with media that portrays like a lot of the 90s stuff, they always show like a bunch of kids, you know, swarming around the fighting games, and you know they're all trying to step up and fight, you know, see who's the best, and basically running their own tournaments and stuff. But that never happened to me as a kid. I had some big arcades that I went to as well, and I think it might have happened like twice, maybe 3 times where I'd played against just some random person, but it wasn't often. If I was playing against somebody, it was usually like a friend I was with, and that was it. But there was never like a line for like the Street Fighter game or Tekken or Virtua Fighter or anything where it was like, oh boy, let's see who's the greatest in the arcade today. That always seemed like weird to me. That was always like kind of fantasy stuff. But these days, with the advent of like all online gameplay and everything, it's like you can play against anybody in the world. It's rough. I was talking about it when it came to Street Fighter, the last Street Fighter game I played online. I faced someone that played as Goken, and he literally just stood in the same spot, and all he did was shoot, you know, the little fireballs, little key balls at me. And regardless of how I tried to approach him, I tried several different ways. I tried mixing it up. I tried to fake him out and do the same thing. I did all sorts of stuff, and he always had an answer for it. He just shot a fireball in my direction. He just whittled down my HP until that was it. So, it was like at that point where I'm like, you know what? I don't think I could keep up with people playing online. And I kind of didn't play online fighting games for a while. Like after that, finally, like I think I got Tekken 7 or something, and I just like, let me try the online here, and I actually did okay. And then with Soul Calibur 6, I did the same thing, and I did okay. But never tried 2D fighters again. I don't think online. I'm trying to think if I've had a couple 2D fighters that have come into my possession, but I don't think I've ever played against just like random online people, because I just don't think there's anything I could do to keep up with people. Predators versus Aliens, Alien versus Predator. I mean, that was a belt action arcade. That was a beat 'em up. Not really a fighting game. But yeah, I played that too. I played that once. Contra-esque. I was really bad at it. This mode is cool, but boy, that one battle seems a little bit shitty. I don't know that I enjoyed that all that much. Or I gotta fight like 3 people. Or not even, I gotta fight like 4? I gotta fight 4 people. And he does a shitload of damage too.
Knockout. You win. Versus Rock. Fight. Knockout. You win. Versus Sonmina. Fight.
Sonmina's got the Naginata. She's the one I usually play as. She's probably what I'd consider a main. Rough though. And they only gotta win once against me. I gotta win against them 4 times. Shit sucks. I'm sure if I came up with some kind of cheese strategy, I could probably do it. His vertical slash, I guess it'd be B. The B attacks are really good. You could probably just like spam that and cut through them most of the time, provided that you could actually hit them. But it does seem a little bit rough.
Welcome to the stage of history.
I don't know that I'm too curious about most of these other characters. I mean, they all kind of have stuff that we're sort of familiar with. A lot of the characters we've already seen. It's fun seeing earlier adaptations, like with Siegfried. You know, and he split into 2 characters, became Nightmare and stuff. But I think we've seen most everybody else through the arcade mode. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Huang or Huang. I think Young Sung kind of took over this guy. Or maybe Zhanghua. Look, his blade is a little thinner. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
The grueling versus Huang Song Yong.
He's got a 3-kick combo. Nice little double step combo too. I gotta figure out some of the like jumping attacks too, because I think the jumping get you a good overhead.
The grueling versus Huang Song Yong.
I don't remember Li Long's, or not Li Long, Young Sung's move kit though, so I don't actually remember if it was anything close to this. Loved all 2D action games. They were fun back in the day. I mean, I've had plenty of them growing up as a kid. Like watching people play games these days. I have a friend that shares the same sentiment. He's like, oh, I love video games, but I just don't think I can play them that well anymore. He's like, I like watching people play them. They're fun to see. I'm like, I get it. I'd probably do the same thing. I love video games as much as I do. I think if I was ever at a point where I just couldn't be bothered to play them, I'd probably still watch people play them. He's got a nice rapid move set. Man, the combo and switching between attack types in this game is actually a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. It actually feels a little bit more fluid than even like Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 3, it feels like you have to work to get to that point where you could just like seamlessly move from, move to move to move. And it feels like with Soul Blade, Soul Edge, this one here, it feels so much easier to like actually combine your moves together. I don't know, I really like the flow of this game. It's fun. I do wonder what the next one's gonna be like. I'll be getting that in hopefully pretty soon, and hopefully it won't be broken or anything, but we'll take a look at Soul Calibur, I think, when that comes in, and I could do a little compare and contrast. There's not too much else here, though, is the thing, so... Oh, I used to do practice mode so I could listen to the music. I'm like, I used to listen to the music in this game, too. I don't remember where that came from. I don't think it was in here. Or is it? Oh, you could do original, arranged version, con super session. I don't know what that means. Oh, no, you can listen to music in here. Hold on. Taki stage, Li Long, Voldo. Rock. Here we go. Yeah, that's not his usual one. Con Super Selection. What the hell? Super Session. I don't think I've ever heard that. I didn't know that this game had as many soundtracks as it did. Like, I thought it had one. Didn't know it had 3. Let's see. There it is. That's such a good theme. Hold on, R1. Oh, we changed to the arranged version. Okay. But the original, I see. Beautiful. Yeah, I used to, I had a little DVD player that could select or take AV input, and I used to have my PlayStation out and plug it into the portable DVD player and just like have the music blaring from like this game, other games too, but like from this game. I remember doing it quite a bit. I guess it must have been from right here. And I just listened to the music while I did whatever else I was doing, either working on homework or drawing, or I don't know, I could have been playing another game too. But it was It's such a good soundtrack. I guess I didn't know that there was like 3 different versions of the soundtrack though, so I might have to go through and listen to the rest of them and see what else there is. But Rock's theme in particular, I think, was my favorite. It was the big one for me. Alright, I think that's going to be it for now. We weren't on this game for too long, but I just wanted to check it out for a hot minute, just to kind of like get a feel for it and see what it was like since we were playing Soul Calibur 3. It's a very fun game though. I'm actually surprised that it works as well as it does. I thought it'd be a little bit more rough around the edges, but I actually think it, you know, it's lacking some stuff that the later Soul Calibur games had, but it plays very, very well, so, you know, I dig it. It's fun. But that's probably all we'll take a look at here. I am going to raid out... We'll do Keanu. Old Keanu Speeds. He raided me last night. So we'll go return the favor, as it were. He's been up a minute, though. He might not be streaming for too much longer. That's okay. Alright, Munchie. Well, you take care. You have a good night. Thank everybody who was in here. Thanks for the follows. We had actually a few follows tonight. So that's cool. Scald25, though, thank you for that raid earlier. Everybody that came in from that, stuck around, thank you. Shaxx and Kitsune, thank you for the raid as well. Anybody that stuck around from that raid, thank you. Make sure you both check them out. Shaxn, SHAXN, Kitsune, and Scald, SCALD 25. Take a look at those guys. Check out their channels. Got a lot of variety going on. And we'll raid out till Keanu Speeds. Doing a little Doom. I think he's doing a Doom WOD. The Devil's Worst Nightmare. I don't know what that is, but it might be cool. I'm not going to give out my real name. That's alright. Thank you, though. You have a good night. Everybody take care. We'll catch you all on the next one.